Classic Truck Rescue. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I am in a very good mood. I got a lot done yesterday. This last truss that we're working on right now, really, it concerned me. It did. And that one wasn't all that good either. And there's a couple, but you know what? That was the worst one. That was the worst one by far. And on this end, it's completely straight. There's one little spot. The first thing I'm gonna do is bring Yunkin over here, put my bucket on the spot that pokes out just a little bit, level that up, and the rest of it is already perfectly plumb, level, whatever. It's plums up and down, levels like that. Anyway, I'm not a builder, I'm just building it. Anyways, I didn't nail the purlins off yesterday, just put them all there. The purlin blocks are all nailed off. Some of them are screwed. Where it was warped a lot, I put screws in the purlin blocks to resist pulling out of the nails. Anyway, I'm gonna get the Yunkin over here, get that truss pushed over just a little till it's plumb. Then I'm gonna high-speed nail all these purlins, and this side will be done and ready to lift. So today on Old People Restoration, our workout's gonna be, we're gonna do some bent over lotties, and we're gonna do some mohole dodgies, and then we'll even sprinkle in some mohole dodgies with the ladder. That's where you escalate the mohole dodgies, by going up. But I was really sore yesterday. I put in a good day yesterday, and I paid for it last night, but it wasn't hurt pain. It was like, oh, it was like workout pain, which is good. And I feel really good this morning, and we're at it early. I've got all my stuff set up, ready to go. Let's just get to work. Why are you guys lollygagging? Well, before I jump back to work on the building, I thought I'd go ahead and get my batteries ready, since our objective is to lift it up. I might as well get my batteries and my winch boxes and winches ready, but we'll start with the batteries because those could be charging up while I'm working on the building. I cut some of the wires off when I took them down. Some of the wires cut themselves off. One of the battery boxes fell off. We're gonna do something different this time because I don't like being up there in the air and having a little Phillips and vice grips trying to put each nut and bolt on. I don't want to go with clamp on stuff either, because all I need is one bad connection and it results in a lot more time going up there and dealing with it. So what I will do is get some better hardware with some wing nuts and stuff where I'm not up there jostling so many things at the same time. We'll get the nuts and bolts off. I thought I'd just, you know, kind of wipe them down. I should have stored these inside, but when I stopped working on my building last time, inside storage was at a premium out here. But you know, just kind of wipe them off. And none of these, oh, one of them had laid on its side, but only for a couple minutes. I don't know if I should be. Hey, if you got secrets on rejuvenating batteries, by all means comment below, because I have a lot of old batteries, and I know some of them are just good batteries that got set aside and sat for a long time. And what am I even doing? It doesn't matter what they look like, does it? If you have any good advice for what to do with old batteries besides take them back and get the money, I know that one. Got lucky there. Feel free to comment below, because your comments do help. I mean, I'm getting ready to use a comment that a lot of my viewers have been giving me about cross bracing, and about how if I would have cross braced what's already up, I wouldn't have some of the warpage issues that I do. So before I raise this section, I'm gonna put some cross bracing in, and I appreciate all the people that explained that. They didn't just say use cross bracing, they explained why it helps and how to put it in and all of that. But I will say this, as does often happen in the comment section, several people give me advice on the same subject, and they all have different ways of doing it, like cross bracing, but it does apply to a lot of stuff that I get tips on and advice. I get the same idea with a lot of different ways to get there. So I'm using the cross bracing idea. Gloves are great for this kind of work too, but I don't like working on batteries without gloves. That's why this coat looks like this. This is my battery rejuvenation coat, folks. That's what I wear it for, because that's what my mama taught me. Hey Rick, just have one coat for rejuvenating batteries, because that battery acid's gonna jack them up. Yeah. Get all this old crusty junk off of there, and I'll go ahead and clean these terminals up too. And also, when you're working on a whole bunch of little batteries, make sure you just throw some metal around on top of them and hope you get lucky. One time I had a battery, my battery for my winch on my trailer was in the back of the truck, and I threw something on top of it, a solid metal object that managed to find both terminals, the positive and negative, and melted the whole terminal. The battery's still fine. I'm still using it for my winch, but it melted the top of the terminal, and that could have been worse. That could have been worse. Yeah, I know there'll be little nuts and bolts all over this part of the building until I cover it with concrete. So I don't care. No, I try to make sure I don't drop screws all over, and even when I get a shiner, that's a nail that goes through the wood and you can see the other side. And thanks for that. Even when I get a shiner and break the head off a screw or something like that, I'm gonna have these all pointing the same way, because that's what I want. If I break it off, I try to stick it in a little cranny that's not gonna go on the ground, or you know what I mean. Okay, clean these guys up a little bit. Oh, I don't think that's a very good battery. That battery's toast. I think my drill has called it quits on me. No. Oh, I needed that. I'm gonna try to get the job done while I can. I may have to go get a new drill. I've had this one a while. I've certainly put it to good use. But that's part of the thing I try to tell people, you know, working on the building is expensive. Oh, it just worked. No, now I gotta go get the drill. That's expensive. I don't have sponsors, folks. I have my Patreon crew who will be buying me the new drill. Thank you, Patreon crew. See, you always got to look for the good. I do have people helping me. Thank you, Patreon crew, because I need a new drill. This one is literally on its last legs because that is a fully charged battery. But in this drill's defense, I will say that when it was drilling through the posts, the support posts for my building, it started smoking one time and didn't stop till I took the battery off, and then the battery kept smoking, and I threw that battery away. But so it's been put through the ringer. Doesn't that look much nicer? Yeah, I like it. Thank you, old friend. Give me my battery back. You ain't smoking that one. Okay, and then I want to thank my friend Kermit. I have a lot to be thankful for. It's almost Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful. Kermit got me this battery rejuvenation device. It's a fully intelligent pulse repair charger, and I've noticed that when you charge batteries with this, they're better charged than when you normally charge them. Oh, I like the way those grip right there. So we go mode selection. Repair mode. I went over to repair mode, and I used to think it wasn't working because it'll hum for a second and then it'll shut off. But then I got disgusted one time and walked away from it instead of just unplugging it and putting it away. And I noticed it started going on more and more. Apparently that's what pulse repair means. You know, before we do that, though, I mean, these have been sitting for at least a year that I know of. That one's completely dead that we're working on now. So's that one. Yeah, we got some dead boys. That one's good. That one's good. All right. Let's put it on one that's good and see what it says. That was these guys over here, right? Yep. Yep. There's 9 volts in that one. It's doing all the stuff that it's supposed to be doing right now, so I'm gonna leave it on this battery. What I'll do is once this one gets fully charged, I'll move it to the end, and then we'll go to the next one over. But this can all deal with its own self while I go work on the building. Boy, what a blessing. How beautiful. What a beautiful creature. That guy walked almost right up to me. It was awesome, folks. Thank you, Lord. Wow. How cool. Thank you, Lord. Very nice. Looks good, folks. A lot better than it did. Yeah. 3/4 done with that section. Actually more than that, because we've got a little done on the other side. Don't look at the other side. See, it's still bowed over there on the other end. But right here, hiding behind there. Very nice. Oh boy, I forgot that I had abandoned this side, which is still way out of whack, because I thought that it would be better to go over to the other side and finish it off before trying to straighten this side. And the good news is I don't have the purlin blocks attached on this side. The good news is that I don't have the purlin blocks attached on this side. So it seems to me like before we went over and worked on the other side, this side had 2 bows in it. And it's only got 1 bow in it right now, right there. So I'm gonna leave the crawl along attached to it. That's what my mom calls it, the crawl along. And I'm gonna leave that attached. Just grab Yunkin and put my bucket up against that and push, and I think we'll be there. I'll get the level and see if we're plumb and everything. And if I can get it pushed over to where it's plumb, I'll just toss all the purlins in there and start nailing away, and we'll get her done, folks. And then it's time to what we like when it hides behind the posts. Pretty sweet. I'll take my Sawzall and trim those off on that end, but I just want to get it all put together now while I've got it held plumb. Well, one thing I did forget to do was to nail off the outside of this truss to the purlin blocks. No problem. I'll get the clamps. I'll get the clampies, put them on there, nail that off. We're done. It's actually up there pretty tight against most of them. That's all right. Let's finish her up. I've learned that on some of these spots where there's a little gap between the purlin block and the truss, use screws to suck it up and then nail it. Here we go, folks. Mo better. Mo better. Yep. Yeah. Well, that's a lot of progress. We've got the last section finished and ready to raise. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a video out of this. Thank you for watching. I've had a few comments lately that I'm bouncing all over the place between the trucks that I'm working on. I'm showing you the deck, the redneck deck that we built, and I bounce around. My bouncing used to be a lot worse. Trust me, my family and friends will all tell you, that people that have known me my whole life will tell you, Rick's bouncy, I bounce. But my bounces have been better lately. I'm bouncing into new territory, and this is beautiful. We made a lot of progress. I'm very pleased with the, I don't know, I was really concerned about some of my trusses. The one that we just corrected was the worst one, and that's done now. I do have some trusses that I'm going to adjust a little bit once we get this section up in the air, but I'm going all the way with this section. We're going up and then we're covering it so that I can move all my tools and materials under the cover, and then we'll go address the issues with the other two sections. And as we get them addressed, we'll continue to put metal on the roof and we'll get her done. Thank you for coming along. I want to thank everyone, especially the people that watch the building videos. I've had a lot of good tips and just real good encouragement, and it means a lot to me. And getting this building done means a lot to me too, because I can't wait to be working on trucks in here, building dreams. And some of the things that I have around here, I've wanted to pull into a shop and get to work on. Like, I'm looking at Homer right now and Boomer. I can see them both, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to build some incredible trucks, but first I got to get this done. It's not easy doing it by yourself, folks. So I know some people are frustrated with the amount of progress and how long it's taken, but I'm on it. I'm in it to win it. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
We got this bear swimming across the channel at Shasta. Pretty cool. He's just a baby bear. There he is. He's got it though. Look at him go. Good job, bud. Good job. You're a good swimmer. Look at him. You're a good swimmer. Yeah, bud. You got it. You got it, bud. Come on. You can do it, bud. He's like a brown bear. Yeah. This is my year to see bears, though. There's a lot of them out. I've already seen like 3 this year. It's pretty odd, but you got it, bud. Yeah, you got this. You got it, bud. Good swimmer. Can't wait to see how big you are when you get out. Pretty sure you're just like a little baby, though. So I ran into this bear going across the channel. He's about to get out of the water there. Oh, look at him go. Look at him. There he goes. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Good job. Look at him go. Looks like a brown bear. You a brown bear?